Hey, what's going on, guys? Ghost619 here, and today what I'm bringing you guys is the best class setup for search and destroy. So I have put a lot of time with this class setup, trying out new things. This class took a lot of time to put together, and I think that this is a pretty good class overall. So first thing, here is the class for search and destroy. This is the class that I use pretty much every single match, and I do play search and destroy and not search and rescue. I just prefer search and destroy over search and rescue, but I'm gonna go ahead and talk about this class setup and tell you guys why I use this, why I use that. But let's go ahead and clear everything, guys. So the gun you guys are going to want to use for search and destroy, make sure it is a comfortable gun, a gun that you are most comfortable with. If it is the Battle 27, go ahead and use it, but just like I said, pick a gun you're most comfortable with for search and destroy, and make sure it is the best variant. For example, with the bow, pick the bow Inferno. With the ARX, pick the hole puncher. With the ASM1, pick the speakeasy with the magnitude. So just make sure you pick the gun you're most comfortable with, as well as the best variant of that gun you are most comfortable with. So that's the number one thing you guys are going to want to do. So for me, I'm most comfortable with the ARX and the Inferno, so I'm gonna go ahead and put on the ARX hole puncher, and it varies for every single gun. So for every single gun you put in search and destroy, make sure you have quick draw on it, because you are going to want to be super fast in search, because that's what search is all about. You need to have a very fast reaction time. So I run quick draw and suppressor on my ARX, and with the Battle Inferno, I would run quick draw and suppressor as well. For me at least, I can handle the recoil. For the AS-1 speakeasy, I would recommend a quick draw just to be fast with it, because it is search. But normally I don't run quick draw on my submachine guns. But since it's search and destroy, you want to be quick, just run a quick draw on SMG, so you'll be quick and win that gunfight. So basically, this class is just mainly gonna be for the ARX hole puncher, but for the other guns, make sure you have to have quick draw and suppressor too, because suppressor just to stay off the map too. So here's the class right here, just the hole puncher. And for the perk here, I would put overcharge instead of low profile, lightweight, flak jacket. The reason is because this makes your exo mute last a little bit longer, as well as when you boost them in an enemy, it actually concusses them. So the next perk you're going to have is fast hands, just so you could activate exo mute and activate the tracking drones much faster, which I'm about to show you guys. The other two perks, you guys are going to have blast suppressor and toughness. So I've been debating should you have a blast suppressor or hardwire, because hardwire does immune from stunning grenades. So I did test it out, but most of the time when I play search, I don't get stunned. But with search, the most important thing to do is to be fast with your weapon, and to win that gunfight. So just have toughness and blast suppressor, stay off the minimap using blast suppressor. So that is the perks you guys are going to want to run. The exo ability, of course, exo mute to hear footsteps and make your footsteps silent, and the tracking drones, you gotta put 2 tracking drones, and the reason why is because tracking drones are complete gods in search and destroy. It helps you locate the enemy. You throw it out, it locates the enemy, and you can go ahead and see in your minimap where the tracking drone's going to, and therefore killing the enemy right there. So the last and final thing is pretty interesting, but overall I feel like this will help you out in the long run. So run overkill. Trust me on this. And for your overkill weapon, have a shotgun, have a bulldog or a TAC-19. I wouldn't prefer, the S12, because I'm not really comfortable with that. But if you are, then put the S12. But I recommend you putting the TAC-19 or the bulldog, because this will help you out tremendously. Just trust me on this. And with the TAC-19, pick the best version, which I think that the roundhouse, it's pretty good to have. So pick the roundhouse if you guys do have the TAC-19. For the bulldog, of course, pick the face hammer if you guys have that, or just the regular stock variant of the bulldog. So that is pretty much my class setup. This is, in my opinion, a pretty good class setup, best class setup for search and destroy. You stay off the minimap with the suppressor, you're fast with quick draw, and you stay off the minimap with blast suppressor, as well as you can go into close range gunfights, as well as long range gunfights with the ARX and the TAC-19. 19. So overall, I think this is a pretty good class setup, and that's what I use for search and destroy. So that is pretty much it, guys. Just make sure with search you play more passively than aggressively, because to play passively, you just gotta fall back. You just don't really camp and search. Just fall back and don't play aggressively, or else you will die, therefore making your team lose. So tips for this class: just run around corners with the shotgun. Just if you are going to run in tight corners, of course, take out your shotgun. And if you're long range battles, long range gunfights, take out your AXL punchers. So that is pretty much it, guys. That was the class right there. And I'm gonna show you guys a few video clips of me, pretty much using this class to its most and using these shotguns. So thank you guys all for watching. Hopefully this class has helped you out. And I'm Ghost619, and I'm out of here. Peace out.